Okay, so I bought the Mars FRT trigger and I have it installed. I'm not going to show you how to uninstall it, but the problem I was having was when I would fire, my hammer would come down to a dead trigger. So I was sitting here looking at it, and this is the original hook that comes with it. He now has another hammer hook which uses the hammer to reset it, but this uses the bolt. So what was happening was I would fire, it would come back, come forward, and before it even got home, it would send the bolt home, and the bolt would chase the hammer would chase the bolt home, and therefore the next round would be dead or light strike. So what I ended up finding on it, and it took a little bit of modifying, but what I found was when I was squeezing the trigger and messing with it, I noticed that my back of my hammer was pushing up on the pivot piece, the lock piece right here, and it was allowing it to come up. So what was happening was the bolt was barely caught on the bolt catch. So I ended up taking it apart, and for you to take it apart, that's on your own. If you don't know how to disassemble it, then you have more problems. I'm going to pause the video and get back to it, and I'll show you exactly what I ended up doing and fixing to fix this problem on mine. So I have my AK disassembled, and what I found is with the hammer assembly, there was a little play in my cam like this, and when it would play out, my hammer itself would be allowed to rock forward more, and when the bolt came back, it would slide back over the top, push the spring down, and it would release the hammer, and the hammer would follow the bolt home. What I ended up finding or doing to modify that was I went on the back edge, and on this side here I added a little bit of material. I polished it up and ground it down and just added a little bit of weld there, so it's a little bit longer than that side. And then I put it back together, and what that did was that took a lot of the play out between the lever here and the back of the trigger assembly. I also added a little bit of material on top. It's not perfect, but it functions. And what that did was, originally it would still allow it to come forward more, even though it was closer on the back and it held a little bit better, but the trigger was still way far back in the firing position, and it would still just, I wasn't happy with the way it would catch, and I felt like maybe it would still rock forward, release the bolt, or release the hammer, follow the bolt home. So I added some material to the top right here, and as you can see, I mean, it's not a lot of material, just a little bit, couple spot welds and all that. And what that did was, when it resets, it pulls the trigger forward more, and it holds a better contact right here between this and the cam lever on the bottom. Oh, sorry, on the bottom of the cam lever right here. And therefore, when everything's said and done, you slide, the bolt comes back, it resets the trigger, and it holds it further firm, and it locks it there. And I made it so it wouldn't release until the slide and the cam were actuated. And again, it was just a couple spot welds, just put a little bit of material here and a little bit of material here, and it runs great. I hope this helps you. Again, like I said, this is the original bolt activated hammer hook, and he has another one out If you want something more plug and play, I guess try the hammer, the J1 hammer hook. This one took some modifying, and I'll be honest, I've had it for a while, and I kind of got disappointed with it, and it was no fault of Mars triggers. It was more lack of my wanting to tear into it and figure out what was going on. But once I started looking at it and really trying to assess how to fix the problem, at first I thought maybe when the bolt came over, it was hitting it, and that was what was releasing it. And in theory, that is what was releasing it. But I wasn't happy with that answer, and I didn't really want to reprofile this edge unless I absolutely had to. And so today that got me looking at this back edge and the contact it makes between the cam and how there was a little play in there and all that. I also took everything and I polished everything so it's a nice smooth surface, and your contact on the back of this is all sides of this this is polished. The back of the cam is polished. I polished my safety lever. It could be my safety lever is worn. I don't know. But this is just what I found out of the whole scheme of things while I was trying to make this trigger system work in my AK. And honestly, now that I tore into it and figured it out, I am happy. I hope I can help somebody else by showing how I fixed it. I wish I would have taken videos of the before and what I found as I found it, but unfortunately I did not. So all I can say is look at your contact between this edge and your cam and see if there's slop in there. And if there is, add a little material, grind it down, and make it so nothing happens until your cam is activated and your bolt is completely home. And again, like I said, I hope this helps you. Good luck.